Hello and welcome to Xbox Classics. In this installment, the game is OutRun 2, which was originally released for the arcades in 2003. This Xbox game was released in 2004 and was developed by Sega M2 and Sumo Digital. This is by far one of the greatest racing games ever made. This game is basically everything the original 1986 OutRun game was, but taken up to the next level. Not only in terms of visuals, but in gameplay and level design, and just everything about it is OutRun just taken to the next level. You know, it really is just a better version of OutRun. So let's get right into it. So here's a message telling you that you can't do the crazy things you can do in this game. So there's 3 different modes. There's OutRun Arcade, there's OutRun Challenge, and there's OutRun Xbox Live. Xbox Live doesn't work anymore, and Challenge is basically, you know, doing things like drifting and you know, passing cars and stuff like that. So we're going to choose our car, choose the color, choose what transmission it has, choose the mode to play at. We're going to play the original arcade version. There's Heart Attack mode, which is Impress the Girl, or Time Attack, which is self-apparent. There are multiple tracks in the game. Splash Wave is your classic one, Magical Sound Shower, of course, and Passing Breeze. But there are also new tracks. There are even new tracks with lyrics. Well, let's just go with Splash Wave. Classic OutRun soundtrack. So it's just like the original game. You start off in a central location and you move either to an easier path to the left or a more difficult path to the right. There are 3 different camera view angles you can choose. Behind the car, you can choose from the driver's perspective, or you can choose to have basically no car and just be you and the road. Although I find playing on that mode is really difficult because you can't see what you're doing. So most of the time I just prefer to play in the third-person standard view. So OutRun 2 is what it is because of the crazy drifting that you can do in this game. And it's very easy to do it. All you need to do is just be pressing on the gas and then choose and then hit the brake and then, you know, make a sharp turn. It's easy to do, and it's so much fun. It makes OutRun 2, you know, really one of my favorite racing games ever made. So here's what I'm talking about to the divide. If I chose to go to the left, it would have been slightly easier than my right path here. As such, every time that you play OutRun, you can get a different experience. It's not always just the same thing. Which is, again, exactly like the original OutRun. It makes the game far more enjoyable as an arcade experience. It makes it something that has lasting value, even though the game is a simple arcade game that can be beaten in about 10 minutes. When this game came out in 2004, it was easily one of the most beautiful games I had ever seen. I didn't have an Xbox at that time, but I knew people who did, and I saw this game and I was like, oh man, I can't believe that, how good that is. And, you know, it was a game that really took full advantage of the Xbox hardware. This was a game that you couldn't do, or at least not to the same level, on GameCube or especially the PlayStation 2. This needed to be done on Xbox, and, you know, its sequel, OutRun 2006, Coast to Coast, was put on the PlayStation 2 and as well as the PSP, but once again, the best version of the game is on Xbox. But I'm going to leave that for another video. In this installment, I'm just going to be talking about the original version of OutRun 2 on Xbox. The game is just so gorgeous to look at, and especially when you're not playing it, actually when you're spectating it, it's just a great game to watch because you can notice things in the background like the trees and, you know, individual buildings that you probably don't have time to pay attention to when you're actually racing. The best racing games have this effect where they can be fun to play and watch, and OutRun 2 certainly does not disappoint in this regard. The remixed music in the game is, again, one of the big highlights for me personally, because I was a big fan of the original music of OutRun, because that was a game that I played a lot as a kid. And, you know, I remember, you know, hearing, you know, Magical Sound Shower and Passing Breeze and Splash Wave in the arcades. There was a, you know, very distinctive soundtrack. So to hear this stuff rearranged is just fantastic. And the other thing is, these tracks are really, really long. Like, even as of right now is the point where this track is finally looping and, you know, repeating itself, as opposed to, you know, having something that's maybe like a 30-second loop, like most chiptune music back in the day. So Sega really had it going with exceptional music. So I chose my last path to be Ancient Ruins, so let's go there and see what happens. I just love that you can be, you know, in such distinctive locations in, you know, in a matter of minutes. Like, you can go from like a frigid, you know, mountain terrain to like apparently somewhere in the Middle East or something. That's OutRun, and, you know, that's what makes the game awesome, or at least one of the things that makes the game awesome. This is really a must-play and must-own game for the original Xbox. I would say that if you have an Xbox, you really owe it to yourself to own this game. And if you don't have an Xbox, well, go get one and buy this game. Because OutRun 2, you know, it runs in 480p, and as you can see here, it still looks absolutely stellar. It's an amazing experience.
Congratulations!
Every time that you beat the game and reach a different goal line, you get a different little cutscene at the end here, where your guy gets out and he's usually, you know, pretty frustrated, and his girlfriend does something to show him up or something. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think about OutRun. I'd love to hear, you know, opinions on this game. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below, and also be sure to hit the like button, because hitting a like button helps support my channel and lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this. So if you guys have any Pacific Xbox games you want me to cover in the near future, let me know about those as well, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys with another Xbox Classics in the next few days. So until then guys, take care.